Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Until my last video, I have discussed about different types of data types, operators, and also I have given a brief introduction about input and eval functions, right? Now, today in this video, we shall talk about decision making statements, okay? In our real life, we do not have any a is equals to 2, b is equals to 3 such statements we do not have, right? We always make decisions based on some conditions, and let us see how Python supports such decision making statements. Okay, now without any theory part, I'll go through some small examples. Okay, here I have taken a is equals to 2, and firstly remember that we have 4 kinds of decision making statements in Python. Firstly, the if statement, and if else, and if-elif-else, and finally we also have nested if statements in Python. Okay, first of all I want to write if a greater than 0. I want to check if a is positive or not, if a greater than 0. And also remember that Python do not have any curly braces or anything for describing blocks. We describe blocks through indentation. Here I have taken a tab space, right? The PyCharm itself provides a space when we provide colon here, but when you are writing program in a text editor, remember to have a tab space after the margin while starting a block. Okay, here we are starting the if block. If a greater than 0, I am giving a single statement. Also remember that you can give multiple statements while writing if statement. Okay, a is a positive number. Now let us run our program, and remember clearly that we have provided indentation here. We do not provide any curly braces or something for recognizing our blocks. Okay, now I am running my program. Run. Yeah, it has returned as 2 is a positive number. Now I also want to check if 2 is a negative number or not. Else, if it is not a positive number, it is a negative number. A is a negative number. Remember that the else statement is always optional in Python. Okay, not only in Python, in any other languages the else statement is always optional. Okay, you can use or you may not use. I'm running my program. Yeah, it has again returned as 2 is a positive number. Now let us check if by giving minus symbol here, run decision making, minus 2 is a negative number. Here the Python interpreter first checks if the given condition, the first condition is true or not. If not, it prints the else block. Okay, now here we do not have provided any specific condition, right? So if I have given 0 here, again according to my assumption it must give a 0, right? But it has given 0 is a negative number, but according to my knowledge 0 is not a negative number, right? 0 is a neutral number. So here I also want to provide another condition for a less than 0. For that you can use elif statement. Okay, if you want to give number of conditions within a single Python program, then you can use if-elif. Okay, you cannot use 2 if statements within a single program. Okay, let us see if this works or not, then you can get a clear idea about that why we use elif statements. Okay, now I'll run my program. 0 is again a negative number. Okay, so here I'll use elif. I want all this to be a single program. Okay, I can't use if here. So if a greater than 0, print a is positive number. If a less than 0 is a negative number, and else a is 0. Okay, now I'll run my program. Run decision making. Yeah, 0 is 0. Okay, now these are, if here we have used firstly if statement and if statement with else. Again we have used if statement with elif. Also remember that you can use any number of elif statements within a if block. Okay, now let us check. I'll remove all this first. Let us see nested if statements. Now why we actually use nested if statements? They can be used if you want to check a condition only when the previous condition is true. Let us see how it works. If a is equals to 2, here I will give a is equals to 2 for better understanding. If a is equals to 2, print a is 2. Okay, now I will run my program. Run decision making. Yeah, 2 is a positive number and 2 is 2. Now what if I give minus 2 here? Also I will change my value to minus 2 here also. Okay, now I will run my program. Run decision making. Yeah, it does not provide us any output, but we have given if a is equals to minus 2, print a is 2, right? But it did not return any output. Why? Because here a is not greater than 0. It checks the another if condition if only the outer if condition is true. Okay, so here a is not greater than 0, so it will not check the inner if condition. Okay, this is all about decision making statements, and tomorrow we shall go through loop statements. Okay, and that's all for today. Bye.